I'm muted. Okay, what's going on, you guys? Back again with another video. I have not. I haven't posted a video in a while. I haven't actually sat and recorded a video in a while. I've been doing live streams for you guys, but I promised I was gonna make a video on the trades that I took from the week of November 12th, I think it was. No, November 15th until the 19th. Now, I was just going over so this is my weekly recap video for you guys. I didn't take any trades this last week, which was I'm sorry, going over my trades from the 8th into the 12th. And then last week I didn't take any trades. I don't think I took any trades. So I was on vacation from the 8th until the 12th. So we're just gonna go over those trades for you guys, and then we're going to take a look at the market. And I'm in a trade right now. So I'm just going to show you guys like my perspective of how I'm looking at the market now and what I'm doing as far as like taking my trades and what my mindset is, because my mindset has changed on how I'm looking at my trades. So let's get into, let's see, I think this is the first one. It's the 12th, let me see. I know, because I was looking at it earlier, just trying to figure out what dates they were. So I think I did take a trade almost every day. Okay, so this is the 3rd. So let me keep you from the 8th until the 12th. This trade was from the 9th. So as I was telling you guys before, I'm changing the way that I trade to no indicators, and I'm mainly focusing on price action. This is what I was focusing on that week, was no indicators and just focusing on patterns and price action itself, and looking into getting into the trade that way. So with this trade, looks like I was taking a sell on this, and honestly, I think it's because I was looking at this as a retest of this zone and potentially going back down to the other direction, but it didn't stop me out. So that was the first L of the week. It's all good though. And then this is the second L. Took another sale here, which I have no idea why I took a sale here, but we took the sale. Price went the opposite direction. Obviously, clearly it bounced off of this zone here and went up, stopped me out. So that was that trade. So that's 2 L's right there. And then looking at this trade, entries right here, stop losses, but I got stopped out on this trade, looking for to take it to the downside, but I got stopped out. And then this one got stopped out again. Price is clearly in an uptrend, bounces off of this golden zone, bounces again off of this zone. I got in for the sale here, which I really don't know why. And then price, boom, clearly in an uptrend, stopped me out. So next trade, another loss. Took the sale here. Price wicked all the way down, stopped me out. Now I'm looking at like these were all just dumb trades that I took, honestly. All dumb trades. This one I made money on. So I remember this trade. I got in here. Price went up. I saw it was a double top here. So I took profit in this area. And then I closed the trade out once it came back down to my entry. That's why I closed the trade out. So I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 trades. I'm 1 for 6. So, but I'm looking at my mindset in the market for, I didn't take any trades last week, but my mindset for the market this coming week is a lot different. I've been studying a lot more. So how I'm looking at trading forex now is looking at my trades as investments, because I long-term invest in the stock market. So I'm more so leaning towards like intraday trading and swing trading. I have gone back down to paper trading. So this trade that we're looking at right now on the screen is a paper trade that I got into. And I will show you guys where my entry is on this trade. So I got in on this candle, this blue candlestick right here. On this blue one I got here. I got in on the trade, and because how I was looking at it was, okay, price just came down and it looks like it's retesting this area right here, which it was retesting the area. So I got in. I missed this, but then I saw a price that came down, and I was looking at the chart. I came to the chart and price was on this candlestick. So I was like, okay, like it looks like price is retesting. So I got in for the trade on the 15-minute. And now I'm just analyzing like the 4-hour, the 2-hour, and the 1-hour. And I have my take profit down at this key level right here. So being more patient with my trades is definitely key. And just getting my getting my entries right, but not really getting my entries right, but just entering at like the right time in the right area on the chart. Essentially, that's what I'm focusing on, and just holding my investment basically is what I'm focused on too. Following my rules and just following a trading plan and just following my trading plan, because how I feel, and I know a lot of you guys probably feel the same way, is like you have like this urge to trade every day and to trade every second and to feel like you need to be in front of the screen all the time. And in reality, you really don't have to. I mean, there are more than one way. There is more than one way to trade. And I feel like if you're on the 5-minute and the 1-minute chart, then yeah, you would need to be on the screen for a little bit longer. But if you're just studying like the daily, the 4-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour, and then you just get in on a 15-minute, and then you just go back to looking at the 2-hour, the 4-hour, and just looking at the chart and seeing how your investment is doing. But it's all personal preference and like how trading fits into your life. And that's like the number one thing about trading, is that you can fit trading into your life. You know what I mean? Like you make time for it, as far as like the market's being open 24 hours, the forex market. So you find time to like what session you want to trade and which works best for you. So that's how I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at overall, because I look at my long-term stock portfolio like every day. I look at it. Maybe some days I don't look at it. It'll be a week go by and I haven't really checked it. So that's how I want to be with my forex trading. Just a little bit more similar to how I invest in the stock market. And as far as like maybe not scalping so much, maybe not just scalping, just more looking at it on the higher time frame. So that's what I'm focusing on, just holding my trades a little bit longer, looking at it as an investment, because essentially it is an investment. You're putting your money into something and you're looking to make more money than what you put in, and then you want to take that profit, right? So that's how I am starting to see it now. But I am back to paper trading, just to get my entries better and to understand when to get in, how getting in at the right area, and just holding my overall trade for a longer period of time, following my rules and everything along those lines. So this is a trade that I'm in, and I just want to break down the chart for you guys. This is the 2-hour chart. So I drew up these two zones, as you can see right here. So I have the 1.35 area marked up, and then I have the 1.35 and the 1.335. Right? Yeah, price is at this 1.34 area. So I have these two key levels marked up right here. Yeah, let me see something right quick. This is something doesn't look right. Let me see. I don't think this is right. I don't know why I have this area marked up. If anything, it should be this area. Okay, so 1.3, 1.34, then 1.3. 1.35. That's weird. I don't know why that was like that. Okay, so now this makes a little more sense. We'll take this alert out. Okay, so let's see. We go up to the daily. Price is in a downtrend. And this is why I drew up this trend line here. Price is doing a bear flag. As you can see, price came down. We traced all the way up back here to this area. And now price broke this trend line. And it may come back up to retest this trend line. Hasn't done that yet. But it looks like it's testing the zone here. So that makes a lot more sense. I don't know why I had my zones and my areas marked up like that. That was weird. I marked them up yesterday. Last night, rather. Okay. So now this, all this makes sense now. This makes sense. So price comes up, boom, retest the zone. And now it looks like we're looking to head down as it's doing this evening star pattern right here, as you can clearly see. Put in this beautiful wick. We should see price fill in this wick with candlesticks going down, more down to the downside. So we will see. This is GBP USD. So let's take a look at GBP JPY. Make sure my zones are right because that was weird, freaky. Let's see. Okay, this is not a zone. Yeah, I put this here because I saw price rejecting here. So honestly, we can delete that. Okay, so with GJ, what I was looking for is I saw price come down here and it bounced off this key area and this trend line. As you can see, it's ranging right now. So price is coming back up into this area. So what I'm looking for in this area is rejection here, and we head back down to the downside and I get in and I take it down to this zone. Or we can see price break through, retest, and then head up to the next level, which I would be looking at this 155 area. It's right here. So that's the plan with this wedge that price is drawing up right now. Or price is forming rather. So now with this, we just wait and see how price is going to react to this key area and this trend line that we have right here. Let's see, so I'm trying not to have like too much on the chart. And I was watching I came across an Instagram video where a trader was saying that you don't come to the market just to do one specific thing. You have a tool belt and you come to the market looking to see which tools do you need. And that made a lot of sense to me because I feel like I know a lot of stuff about the market. I have a lot of tools in my tool belt. And I feel like I have to just use one tool every time. But in honesty, I don't. I can like if I see a scalp trade, then okay, I know how to scalp. Or if I see like a scalp setup, if I see a day trade day, an intraday setup, I know how to trade an intraday setup. I don't have to just stick with scalp all the time. Sometimes I may need my Fibonacci, sometimes I may not need my Fibonacci. Sometimes I have to think about the market in a different way than another way, you know what I mean? So that helped me put things into perspective too. And I am using the 8 and the 14 for entries. So on the 15-minute, what I would be looking for is price to, well, on the higher time frames, I'd be looking for like a reversal pattern here. And then on the 15-minute, I would want to see price break down below these two moving averages. And then that would be my entry. So I'm entering on the 15-minute now, you guys, and I'm looking at the 4-hour, 2-hour, and 1-hour time frames. So I turn off the moving averages for the higher time frames, and then on, like I said, on the 15-minute chart, I will turn them on so I can use it for my entries. So it's looking nice. We're at an area that we want to pay attention to. See if price is either going to burst through here. We get a retest, a nice retest, and to the upside. We should see we got in here about 80 pips, 90 pips, somewhere around there, 77 pips. Or we can wait for a reversal pattern to the downside. We get in about another 80 pips. So now, like, how I'm thinking about it is I'm waiting, you know, I'm waiting to see. I'm not rushing into anything. I'm not, you know, trying to take a scalp trade on a 5-minute chart over here, like in this area, you know what I mean? Just trying to find a way to get some quick profits. I'd rather be on this higher time frame and wait for something significant to happen on a higher time frame, and then just get it on the 15-minute and just head back out to the 2-hour, 1-hour, 4-hour, and just watch my investment. You know, I don't have to be glued to the screen, which is another reason why I haven't really been doing lives that much, because I'm not scalping. So it's like every day I may not take a trade. You know, when I get on live, it may just be me be on live, like just looking at the chart and waiting for, you know, something to happen. So also, I haven't really been journaling that much. Like I told you guys, when I went on vacation, I left my trading journal at home. I didn't bring it, so I didn't get to write in it. But I'm gonna be focused on that a lot more, writing down my trades that I take, even as I'm paper trading right now. And I'm just writing down my trades, like where, like, did I take the correct entry? Is my stop loss in the right placement? And is my TP in a good area? You know, all that matters too. And like just taking screenshots, making sure I'm screenshotting. I think I'm supposed to, let me see. All right, yeah, so here's my entry. This is where I got in at. And also I was thinking, like, you know, learning how to trade it's a long process. Like I said, I've been trading for, this is my 3rd year. December or next month will close out my 3rd year, and then I'll be at the top of my 4th year in January. And I realized that, you know, I don't really care how long it takes for me to, you know, master it and be able to master my emotions, master, you know, my strategies and my system. Because we know what the benefits are, you know what I mean? Even if it takes 5 years, you know, I put the work in, and at the 5 years, like I know what the benefits are. So I rather struggle now, like my 1st year, my 2nd year, my 3rd year. And I think you guys should have that mindset too. Is like struggle now, you know, make your mistakes now, but have the mindset that like eventually you're gonna get it. Like eventually you're not gonna make the same mistakes you made before. Because at the end of the day, like the market does the same thing over and over again. And eventually, like it may take 5 years for you to actually, for it to be full circle, and you see almost everything. Almost, I say almost because the market changes every day. So it may take you 5 years for you to almost see everything that the move that the market makes, and you start to become accustomed to it. Like, oh, the market is doing this. I already know what the market is going to do next because you've seen it 1,000 times, a million times of just like trial and error over the past 5 years of you in your trading journey. So that's how I look at it. Like, even if it takes me 5 years, I don't care. Like, I know what I know what the reward is going to be. So, and that's why a lot of people quit after the first year or like the first 6 months. They don't see any profit. It's because you haven't had enough screen time. You haven't had enough time in the market to see what the market can do for you. You haven't been able to see the market's hand. You haven't been able to see like all the different moves of the market and how it moves and how it functions and how it reacts. You haven't been able to see that. So you got to put the time in. You got to put the chart time in. You got to get the seat time. Got to paper trade. Like I said, I'm back to paper trading because I want to get my entries right. I want to do this right. You know what I mean? So you got to sacrifice a lot. I don't want to be back paper trading, but got to think about it. Like, the count that I have now is not going to make me rich overnight. Like, the count that I have now is not going to retire me next week. You know what I mean? So why am I not wanting to paper trade? You know what I mean? I'm not missing out on anything. What am I missing out on? A couple of dollars, making a couple of dollars, but is that couple of dollars going to retire me next week? It's not. So it's better to paper trade and just master your craft. That's basically what it is. Just master your craft. And like, I'm back to like reading, I'm writing, and I'm studying a lot more. And I love to trade. I don't know, like, I love it. I love the process. I love the journey of it. And that's how I know like I'm gonna reap the reward of being a successful trader, because I love the process so much. I love to learn about new things in the market. And I'm willing to go back to paper trading and getting my entries right and perfecting and mastering my craft. So, and I just hope that you guys take the same advice and, understand where you are in your journey and understand what the trading journey really is. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it for this weekly recap, you guys. Sorry if I rant, but I just like to talk about what I'm going through as a trader on my journey, and hopefully it can help you guys. You can take something from it and we can all just learn together and, become successful traders together. But this is what I'm in on GU. Took this GU trade today. Obviously it's a swing trade. I got in before 5 o'clock. So it's a swing trade. We'll see where we're at by the end of the week. And let's see. We're gonna wait on this. I think this is gonna be really good. This will test my skills as a trader, as far as like being patient, waiting for the right pattern, waiting for a pattern, and pulling the trigger and getting in the trade, setting my stop loss where it's supposed to be, getting in, having my entry where I'm supposed to be getting in at, and setting my TP where it's supposed to be, and just being patient and let the market do what it does and let price come and fall into my direction or go up in my direction, and just be patient. Patience. Just be patient. So I got for you guys for this video. Like I said, I haven't made a video in a while, and I'm happy to be back on just making a video because it's different. It's a different vibe for me versus making a video and like just getting on stream and just getting on live with you guys. So it's a nice sit down talk with you guys, talk about the market, talk about what I'm looking at, what my mindset is going into these next couple of weeks, and just seeing myself like change as a trader over time, and like what matters to me and what doesn't really matter to me in the market, and just narrowing down what is going to work for me and what has been working for me and what hasn't worked for me. But so I got for you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. That's it for this weekly recap. See you guys later.